this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a glorious day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. I came across this article that says, Katie Britt's embarrassing rebuttal shows why GOP is losing women voters, analysis. And I have a question as to whether Republicans are losing women. White women, and they're talking about white women, are voting Republican. They voted Donald Trump in. Now it seems like they're having buyer's remorse because he doesn't advocate for anything that women care about, except white supremacy. So I want to go over the article and see if you agree with what they're saying here. Senator Katie Britt's Republican Alabama melodramatic rebuttal to President Joe Biden's 2024 State of the Union speech has been drawing scathing criticism from both the left and the right. And that is true. The Republicans have been just as hard on her as Democrats because the speech was embarrassing. Jimmy Kimmel during the Oscars slammed Britt as an adult woman with the brain of a child, and the Alabama senator was mocked unmercifully when actress Scarlett Johansson portrayed her during Saturday Night Live's opening sketch on May 9th. And it was funny. I saw that. She was a perfect ringer for Katie Britt, and it was hilarious. On Sirius XM, right-wing pundit and former Fox News host Megyn Kelly attacked Britt's rebuttal as cringe, saying she embarrassed herself, she embarrassed the Republicans, and she embarrassed women. It was a disgrace. I was horrified by her performance. Wow. The speech that Katie Britt gave would have worked in the South in the 1950s, 60s, and part of the 70s. But in this day and age, nobody even talks or thinks or acts like that anymore. I don't know if she really meant what she was saying or she was putting on a performance. But either way, it didn't work. In a biting column published on March 11th, the Washington Times reporter Karen Tumulty argues that Britt's rebuttal underscores the sexist view that Republicans have of women. And she's probably right. Practically from the moment freshman Senator Katie Boyd Britt began delivering the Republican response to President Biden's State of the Union address, Tumulty explains it was clear where things were headed, straight to a cold open parody on Saturday Night Live. The 42-year-old, a rising star in her party, was to be presented as America's mom, according to talking points that were sent around to conservative influences before she spoke from her pristine kitchen. Well, if she's going to be America's mom, is not a senator. Let's face it, the average American mom, and they're talking about white women, is not a United States senator. So they started with the wrong premise if that was what they were trying to get across. If she had come across as a working mom and talked about the challenges of being a working mom and a senator in the United States Congress, that would have gone over better than her sitting at that table like she was a housewife when she knows doggone well she's not. Tumulty adds, as her fellow Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville explained, she was picked as a housewife, not just a senator. A housewife? Britt is a lawyer, one who served on Capitol Hill as chief of staff to her predecessor, Richard C. Shelby, who headed Shelby's task force on judicial nominations and who was deputy manager and communications director for his re-election campaign. So how is that America's mom? That's a politician. The Washington Post columnist goes on to say that the way in which Britt was presented to a national audience says a lot about why the GOP struggles to connect with suburban women. I still don't think they struggle to connect with them. I still think those white women still go for the Republican Party. The only problem is those old men in the Republican Party want it to be back like it was in the 1950s. And that's what white women aren't getting. And they are not going to change. And that's how they can get a perfectly attractive, successful white woman to get out there and make a fool out of herself. Her breathy, overwrought delivery would have embarrassed any self-respecting high school drama club, Tumulty laments. And the setting sent another message that was not helpful at the moment when Republicans are trying to shape their image as a party that wants to send women backward in time. Well, that's what they want to do. They can't share their image because that's what they want to do. And they want black people to go back in time with white women. Tumulty adds, however, that although Britt's State of the Union rebuttal was an epic fail, and it was, it did get a rave review from the person who matters most in 2024's Republican Party, Donald Trump. Well, whoop-de-doo for her. What didn't disappoint was Saturday Night Live, the columnist writes. Scarlett Johansson, playing Britt, nailed the show's opening, capturing the senator's weirdly manic enunciation and declaring that she was auditioning for the part of Scary Mom. Britt might find solace in the fact that she received at least one Buffo review. I don't know what that is. Tumulty continues, she was passionate and caring, especially concerning women and women's issues, Trump wrote on his social media site. Her conversation on migrant crime was powerful and insightful. Great job, Katie. In MAGA world, there's no higher praise and no audience more important to please. That is a very sad commentary on the Republican Party and those Americans who think that Donald Trump is the answer to the future. I still don't think that the Republicans will have a problem with women voters. They have never disappointed the Republicans, and I don't think they will this year, no matter how many women get out there and make a clown out of themselves. But anyway, that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video. And as always, have a great day.